Lastly, your boy got a last up with Diddy. We almost done. Ooh, y'all can't never say fit then long stroke it. It's been 3 hours. We've been long stroking it up. Nene said she was leaving me. She's still with me. Hey, Nene. Glad you were still here. All right, so we're gonna get into Diddy and then we about to be out. So Diddy, okay, so we took a break. So after everybody's done, Diddy's gonna be the last thing that the judge hears before he sentences. He gave us a 5 minute break. So I'm trying to think. Did we leave out? I think he might have given a 10 minute break with Diddy. He even said 5 or 10, but everybody ran out. So everybody was using the restroom in the break before Diddy spoke. So we go into the restroom. So it probably ended up being like a 10 minute break. So we come back and Diddy is sitting like this. And so I'm immediately take out my pen and pad. So I got my head down too. So I'm writing, but nothing's happening, no movement. So I look up, Diddy still is like this. He has glasses on. He got his glasses on. And the judge says, Mr. Combs, the floor is yours. Take your time. You can speak whenever you're ready. And I was like, wow. So you could tell like nervousness, all of that. Like, or you know what? I don't know. It could have been a performance. I don't know. But anyway, head down. And then he's like, you can tell he's emotion. He's having some type of emotion because, you know, he's like shaking a little bit or whatever. And then he just takes like a really deep breath, like it's a really loud breath. And then he gets up. Well, he still takes a second and then he gets up and then he starts talking. I thought he was going to go to this podium that everybody been going to, but he just stood where he was to talk. And I guess that's because he's an inmate. He probably was shackled some kind of way or something. I don't know, but he just stood there. So he stands up and he says, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, my family, for giving a chance to speak. Oh, he said, I want to thank you. That's right. He said, I want to thank you for finally giving me the chance to speak up for myself. Being quiet, not being able to express how sorry I am about my actions has been hard. I apologize for any harm I caused her, and as he's passing, apologizing to Cassie. I don't like any harm because you know exactly the harm that you caused. So I need you to be apologizing for kicking, beating, stumping, causing bruises, physically beating her, mentally, verbally abusing her. Like, put it all in there. We know what the any is. So go ahead and take responsibility for it, Diddy. But he did not. He said, I apologize for any harm I caused her emotionally and physically. I don't take it lightly. He apologized to her family. He apologized, says, I'm sorry. Oh, he apologized to Jane and says, I'm sorry I brought you into my mess. He apologized to all victims of DV because that video triggered a lot of people. Now, when he's doing this apology, I'm kind of looking over my shoulders because Gina is sitting behind me. Virginia Hun, I think how you pronounce her last name, the Asian girl. That's everybody knows the Asian girl. Gina she needs some help too. She's a victim as well. We all know the alleged allegations of Diddy allegedly kicking her in the stomach when she was pregnant and causing her to have a miscarriage and all of this stuff. I met with the prosecution several times. She wrote a letter in support of Diddy. And in her letter, she says that the prosecution tried to convince her that she was a victim, but she is not a victim. And yeah, her behavior today, she just was kind of like trying to be in the mix, like trying to, like see what's going on, trying to get up there with I don't know. It just gave weird vibes. Like she just really needs some help. I feel sorry for her. So back to Diddy. And I only mention her because she's one of these victims as well, but she's writing in support of him. And she was there today in the back behind me or whatever. So for what it's worth. So Diddy goes back. Let's go back to him. He says, my domestic violence will be a heavy burden I will have to carry. As a 20-year criminal defense attorney, I have never heard a defendant say my domestic violence. That just sounded weird, like my domestic violence. What about me being abusive to my girlfriends is a heavy burden I will have? I don't know. It just seemed weird. So he said, my domestic violence will be a heavy burden I will have to carry. But what about the pain that your victims are living with forever? Anyway, my actions were disgusting, shameful, and sick. Sick from drugs, out of control. He admits that he knew better. He says, I was raised better. My faith taught me better. He says he lost his way, his journey in life. I be trying my best, but I lost my way, lost in the excess. Because of my decisions, I lost my freedom, the ability to be there for my children and mother. I lost businesses, careers, destroyed my reputation, and lost my self respect. I am humbled and broken to the core. I am stripped down to nothing. He actually gets emotional. Like, he starts to kind of choke up. I am truly sorry no matter what they say. He's talking about the government because they were saying he didn't appear remorseful. He turns now and faces us because he's looking at his kids. So he turns to his kids and he says, I failed you as a father. And his voice cracks. He turns to his mom and he says, Mommy. And when he said mommy, I was like, oh, my heart cracked just because, like, mommy is like, you used to like mom, mama, but mommy was like he wanted to reach out and be held by her, like, save me. Like, mommy, I failed you as a son. I'm sorry. And then he starts crying. He says, you taught me better. You raised me better. To whom much is given, much is required. He says, I failed my community. I just wanted to be an example that we could do it too, that we could create our own wealth, that we could solve our own problems. I'm not a bad person. I'm sorry to the community. I'm sorry for letting them down. He said, if given a chance, people can change. I've changed. You get so shaken, it changes your trajectory. You can go through something that just shakes you, is what he's saying, and it can change your trajectory. I know I've been changed for the better. He asks for mercy, begs for mercy, a chance to be a father again. I beg for a chance to be a son again, a leader in the community, a chance to get the help that I need because because he doesn't want to let God down. He doesn't want to let his family down. They scared. I'm scared, but I got nobody to blame but myself. I know I have to put my hands. He said, I'll never put my hands on another person again. I've learned my lesson. When I talked about sharing my story, it's not a scheme. It's real. It's a chance for me to teach kids and inmates that have lost hope that this will have a healing effect and a positive outcome. I want to say thank you to the jury and to the court for giving me courage in the jury, so that I know I didn't have to testify. I understand that the severity and the consequences of my actions. I know that the prosecution wants you to make an example out of me, but make an example of what a person can do when they are given another chance. He turns back to the kids and he says, I love you and thank you to the children for speaking. No, and he turns back. No matter what anyone says, I know that I'm truly sorry. And that was the end. Okay. And that was the end of Diddy's thing. So he sat down. You could tell that like, you're fighting for your life. He knows the government's asking for 11 years. He knows that probation has already said 5 years. He knows they're asking for 14 months, but he's leveled at a 27. So in order for the judge to get from the level in 27 that's supposed to be 70 to 82 months, he'll have to cut a substantial portion of his sentence down for him to get to 14 months. And he's already said he found no reason to deviate down. So the judge, I think he knew the writing was on the wall, and he was very nervous. Now he didn't like boo hoo cry. Look, Miss Westmoreland cried harder than Diddy did. Okay, she did way too much. Mm, my humble opinion says I think the judge did give a chance because he could have got more time. Correct. Hmm. My best friend is from New York, and she and her siblings all say "mommy" for real. Okay, maybe it's a New York thing because I'm from the South, so we say "ma" or "mommy" or like mother, mom, mama. If I say "mommy," that means I'm crying about something or I'm in trouble with something. Like "mommy" is like I'm crying out. It's like something wrong, mommy. Mommy, help me. So okay, maybe it's a up north thing. All right, so now the judge comes back. I think the judge took 5 minutes, right? So when Diddy finishes, the judge says, "I'm taking 5 minutes." So he immediately steps off the bench, but nobody moves. We all just stand up. We stand in our place. Nobody's going anywhere because we just recently peed like 30 minutes ago. Ain't nobody moving because we know we're coming back to get the sentence. So everybody's just like, "Oh my God, Diddy just spoke. What do you think is going to happen?" We're all having our little whispers. I'm like, I'm still at 5 years. The guy next to me was like, I'm at 3 years. Some people just wanted more, Tisa Tales ain't playing the radio with him. So she wants life. Everybody was just in there talking about kind of what their predictions were. So the judge comes back out.